We are leave. Hey, what's up? Yes! Is that our intro? That says everything. Let's check sound though, because like, I don't know if I put the right setting on there. Hi guys,
Check one.
welcome to session 8.
Mhm.
Ocho?
This
9.
session 8?
Mhm.
Oof.
Yeah,
Say,
Well.
8 is great.
Alright, session 8 it is.
shooby dooby
Okay, I
dooby
think
dap
we
dap
sound good.
dap bop 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 beat up boo.
Alright, are we ready for the recap?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, in session 7, last time we were here, this big old eyeball monster, what's it called? I don't
I
know.
didn't tell you guys the name of it.
Shoot. This big old eyeball monster was
Mike
trapped,
Wazowski.
not trapped, but eating all the fish under the little hatch of fish underneath. And right when we started, Prim invoked duplicity. So she put herself like in there and the eyeball started climbing up. And as the eyeball started climbing up, we tried to shut the little latch and we failed and Finton got knocked over and same with Prim. And then it took a stab at Prim or an attack and she dodged. Then as this whole commotion was going on, Torn was all like, "Hey, let me study this character really quick. Let me study this creature." And he examined the creature. Apparently, it's a thing of nightmares. It hides deep in caves, is a very dark being in this world and are always like here for a mission, and its goal is to consume. But the question remains, why not the workers and only the fish here? Anyways, the barrel of fish next to Torin gave him an idea, and he knocked it over to try to get the creature's attention. Meanwhile, since Prim got attacked, she had a guiding bolt attack on this creature, and Finton rolls out of the way and has burning orbs in his hands and also fires at the creature. Its mouth opens and oozes black goo onto Finton, and he got some damage, poison damage. Torin
You got
knocks over the
damaged.
fish and throws a fish at him. While this happens, Prim heals as the ooze poops and uses Toll of the Dead. There's fire flying out of Finton's hands. Torin puts his hands on the monster's mouth with the fish and like tries to just feed it so that it calms down. Prim backs off to see what Torin does. Meanwhile, burning hands are flying. Torin gets bitten by the monster and sparks fly out of his mechanical not iron, what is it? Stone golem hand, and it hits the creature by accident. Thus, the creature freaks out over Torin, and we all are just battling it. As Torin, like literally, the last hit I think was by Torin. Even though Torin tried so hard not to kill the monster, when the sparks flew and hit it, and Torin accidentally hits it as he tries to grab it, it dies. Scoops of goop fly everywhere, and Torn feels guilty. and then as
Pretty
his
much shoot a hole through it with my fist.
yep, yep.
Hey, don't worry about it, friend. It happens.
As this is happening, we're just after all of the commotion, that we start to loot it and start to talk to the Frederick, the guy that works here. Um, we grab some things, figure things out, trying to figure out why Torn wasn't asleep, but all the other workers were when the creature came by. And we got into a little debrief with Frederick and the guards, and now we're on our way to the guy's house, the manor, who we did this task for. I forgot his name, and that was all of our session.
His name is Ranzil
Renzel.
Chilza.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. So thank you very much, Ms. Rainamo, for the recap. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um you guys can make your way back to the manor in any way that you see fit. If you guys would like.
Can I skip there?
I
Yes, you can
believe,
skip
I
there, but
believe
you
we
do
were
fly.
headed that way. Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
skip in the air as I fly?
You sure can.
Cool.
And you certainly do that.
So after we
Right.
look like we're in goop, right? So you just see these
Wait,
like people full in
you're all
goop
gooped up, yeah. That's for
and
sure.
a fairy that's fly skipping.
I have cleaned myself off, friend. A little prestidigitation to
That is
burn that
true.
stuff away.
He did do that. I remember that as a fact.
I still see a little spot right there. And she points at your chest. Waits for you to
And
look
like as you
down.
like point at it, like a little bit of the goop on your finger like flips off onto his chest. So there is now goop on his chest.
As
I look at it. Bend over, scoop mud from the road, and fling it at her,
when
and then clean myself up.
when
Can I get
as
a
I'm
deck
running
save from
away.
you, Rainbow?
Yeah, as I'm running away, I go, made you look. Dex
Oh,
save.
Rainbow, deck save. Deck save.
Oh, I have advantage on. Or wait, what is that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm using the 12. Yeah, you definitely get hit by
Dang.
a
How
scoop of
big
mud.
was the mud?
I don't know how big was the mud.
Yeah, how
just a
big are your
handful of
hands?
mud, which is big enough to cover most of hers.
So now you're not only covered in goop, but you're also covered in mud.
You don't know which is which though.
Mm,
You might be able to tell. One's
might
black,
be able to
right?
tell.
Okay,
But
she's
to prevent a 30-minute conversation about what's goop and
yeah.
what's mud, you guys are able to make it there just fine. It is, um, you know, middle evening, not quite midnight, but not early,
hmm
Sun has fallen. You walk through the towering gates that separate the aristocratic area that you have once known that I forget the name of because I made it up. And you walk into um, the familiar street of all the Chilzine manors as they walk through. And you get back to Ranzil's manor. Is there anything that you guys would have liked to do before we get to this point?
Not really.
I'm good.
No, I'm
Good.
good.
And then I bring you, players, to Ranzil Chilzine's manor.
Ooh, ah.
I
I like better in my imagination.
Well,
well,
good thing you could imagine the furniture.
we might just need a little bit of. We can still imagine the furniture. You can still imagine some of the stuff, but this is just for a little bit of play map here.
hmm
Play map.
So, I need these guys. I need to be on the token layer. Hold, please. That's why we should play in person. We need to fly to each other every single
Every month.
Every weekend.
Or
every
weekend.
every
Or a
other
weekend.
month.
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, really, a month that we're right.
If we were rich. Yeah, I'd do a month. We could play on the private jet.
We can play on the private jet over there. Just close your eyes, Crimson. All right. So, now I need to get back to there. Oh my god, how do I get you guys in this map? And we're just gonna plop you guys right there. Did you guys plop?
Yep.
You plopped?
Yes.
I don't remember where you guys plopped at.
We're over to the bottom left of the front entrance.
Dude, we are so
Perfect.
tiny.
Hey, look, there you are. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are pretty small compared to the thing. You guys approach the gates. They are closed. And I assume one of you walks up and knocks.
Of course.
Okay. As you knock,
Shave
one of
and a
the
haircut.
two bit, the door does open and one of the servants is there. Ah, you've returned. A moment, please, while I fetch Master Chillsine. Please come in and have a seat if you ask.
Aye. That'll do, that'll do.
Are you
A cup
sure?
of tea
Yes, thank you.
Are you sure you
would be
want my mud
splendid as
all
well.
over? And she kind of shakes
Yeah,
herself on the
we
carpet.
we will take care of that later. Slimy one. Please stay in the foyer area for a moment, and Master Renzel shall be down in a moment.
Okay. And Prim flies down to the bottom of the floor and starts rubbing herself on the carpet.
Okay. Um. As you guys are waiting there, doesn't take very long. Master Chillsine does come down. If I could find Master Chillsine.
Ooh, we get to see him now.
I mean, it's just going to be a generic
Face
token. It's not
reveal.
anything fancy.
Oh, he has a mechanical leg or a sword leg, right?
I mean, yeah, but you're
That
not
better
gonna
be in the
see that.
token. Just kidding.
You didn't draw it, did you?
No, I didn't draw it. I just using.
I was referring to our resident artist.
Yeah, Jacob.
Me?
Man, oh man,
I kind of
lost
want to
it.
draw the chicken man.
I guess we're not gonna. Oh, hey, there he is.
He arrived fashionably late. Oh, we got
Look,
a
there he
man
is.
bun. Okay, I know what
I
type
mean,
of.
this is just
It's a generic token he's using.
generic
'cause
token,
he
but
described
just give you an
Bill's line
idea
as
of
much
what he
older.
looks like. Yes.
He has a blue rim and he has a man bun. Got it.
You have returned.
Oi. That was a nasty little creature. Lots of eyes and tentacle-y stock things.
It wasn't
And this
little.
goo.
So it wasn't being stolen then, huh?
In someone's stomach. He
I
stole it.
mean, in some person or a creature?
Yeah, the creature's there out in the front yard. You can inspect it at your leisure.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we sure that the issue has been dealt with?
Maybe.
There was nothing else there trying to eat the fish. That thing was in the tank eating the fish.
But
Torin, looking at his sort of like dirty, blackened fist, say, well, what was the issue again? I don't quite remember.
Well, I was losing fish from one of my many industry businesses,
Right.
and it seems that you guys have found a creature in the holding tank.
yeah, he made people
Yes.
go to sleep. That's why no one saw it. And I don't know if it's like the creature that did that or someone else.
Well, his name was Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
His name was Steven.
Yeah, he's dead. He's
Yes.
outside.
The creature's name was
Yes.
Steven.
Steven.
And you determined this how?
By deeming him Steeman. Steam.
Oh boy.
You know.
TOS.
I'm-
TOS. So Steven is just the name that you've given to the creature.
He's a soft spot
Well,
for
his
feces.
name is Steven.
He
His
could
name
be
is Steven.
Steven.
What is
In
your
any
name?
case, the carcass is there in front in the yard.
I assume Frederick has taken care of the operations of the business, correct?
He resumed operational control once we had dealt with the creature.
Excellent. And no injuries to report?
I mean, we kind of got beat up.
Well, yeah, that was to be expected. You fought a monster. Come along.
Expected me to be beat up.
None of your employees got hurt, at least none that after we arrived.
Perfect. Thank you. Come with me.
After rubbing herself on the carpet, she looks very pleased with herself and she smiles, gets up, and flies, scooping away.
You do hear immediately after you leave just a couple of maidservants just like rolling up the carpet to be tossed.
Look at us go.
Look at you go. Look at you
Damn,
all
running a
go.
marathon. Oh, we stopped. Oh,
I
there.
had to move the map, okay?
Ooh, another carpet.
I literally got us to the edge of what I could see.
Franz will take the seat in his chair.
Oh,
And behind him, as he kind of walks through,
We're upside down.
as he walks through the door, there's a big double doorway that you guys just walked through, and it closes behind you as you walk through. So I have a bit of information for you
Oi.
that you may find interesting. The Witchlight Carnival has come and is being set up and will finish its setup at noon tomorrow. You guys will be more than able to complete your task there. However, there has been some mischievous happenings upon the setup, which has delayed it to this point. Usually they come and it's immediately set up, but there's something going on with the magical spells and everything that happened. Happenings have to the setup of the carnival itself.
Well, what has happened with the happenings?
Well, like I said, usually they just come in and they set up and it's good to go. For whatever reason, this time around, it has taken almost a day and a half for them to set up the carnival,
Right,
as you may
so
recall.
why?
I'm letting you know this. It seems that there. this is we've already covered this. I don't know any more information than the fact of that it's been delayed an unusual amount of time. I'm giving you a warning for your journeys. Yes.
Well,
Knowing,
sounds like you might know, but anyways, please carry on.
well, I'm going to give you my assumption. I know the carnival is heavily dependent on the domain of delight, which is Zablina's patron. She is the patron of delight, as far as
That tracks
her
with
powers.
Madric's insistence on the waning of his power.
I am assuming that the waning of, if it is to be connected that way, the Witchlight Carnival also suffers from a waning of power that way as well, which confirms to me that Madric's fears are correct. Something has happened to Zablina. Um, and it may cause you guys to have to travel to. You already knew you had to travel to the Feywild, but it may take some time to get there and solve the issue. Uh, she is a very powerful. Um, I don't even know what she is, to be honest with you, at this point, but she's very powerful.
Yeah, what does
It's
she
beyond
look
my
like?
knowledge.
What does she
Uh,
look like?
it's been a long, 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 long time since I've seen her. So, and as things happen in the Fey Wilds, there's no true answer to what she could look like now. If that makes sense.
Aye. But she has her marking of the chicken foot that Madric bore, correct?
She should. She should still, yes. Um,
Assuming those lines hold true, then we should be able to
my
find her.
my question to you is this: how much did Magic tell you about the Feywilds?
Well, he suspected that we could figure out what was going on at the carnival without having to hopefully go that far, assuming his friends could help him that were there. And
That is my fear, is that they may not be able to help you. There may be more challenging aspects to entering the domain of the light. With that being said, you should still go to the carnival, of course. Who are you to meet at the carnival?
You?
No, not me.
Oh, the people, the Dr. Witchlight guy.
You mean Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
Yeah, that one. I don't know why I thought they were
Yes.
doctors.
And as she's saying this, her eyes light up at the purple carpet below her. And she stands on it, pats her hands on it, sits crisscrossed, and then just starts rubbing her
making
face on it
shag carpet angels.
yeah, she's like rolling around.
Master Chilzan kind of looks at you, just like, "What are you doing?" And then the carpet actually levitates out from underneath you and just zooms off. The door opens quickly and goes down the hall. Uh, you're not on it. It
Oh.
like threw you off of it. So
Still scream.
yeah, as well you should. You know. Yes,
Is that available?
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They are the patron. They do run the carnival. I'll tell you what. Their power usually, so from my knowledge, the carnival comes and they magically set it up, and it takes but a few moments, and the entire sprawling carnival is completely set up. And if there is a problem with the magic of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, then they may not be able to help you to get to the domain of the light. He kind of says that with a little rhymey tone to it.
So how do we get there? To
I
the
think you need
wild?
to. I think you need to talk to them, but I would be wary of them at this point.
Why?
I do not know what machinations have suppressed Zablina's power. And if it has suppressed Zablina's power, perhaps Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have also succumbed to that power, or they may be under a different influence entirely.
Do you think
Oh,
that...
so it could be an inside job.
Yeah, should we pretend...
Or they are victims of the binding that is magic.
I would hope it is the binding that has magic. We've met cross paths on my adventures before, these characters, but they seemed very pleased with their carnival, and that is their passion. So I doubt that they would have done anything to harm it. However, if things have happened to Zablina, they may have not had a choice in the matter.
Do you think that we should pretend to
Understood.
not know magic or you and just try to figure out a way to get to the fake wild? I
I'm
don't
not
think it's
sure.
wise to talk about Sabrina if like a different power came in and took over these guys or something.
Well, let's put it this way. The carnival still resides in the domain of Zablina. So your best option is to uh, understand that they must talk to, uh, they must get their power from Zablina. That is, in essence, it is her power that allows the carnival to be what it is, which is a fantastic place of delight upon the material realm. However, if there is, for example, say somebody hindering Zablina's power and allowing the Witchlight Carnival to exist because of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they know, maybe there's a danger there that they have allowed because of the situation that they've become into. I don't think that themselves have any ill intent to anybody, but I think the circumstance that they have may have gotten themselves into due to their, um, what you say, allegiance to Zablina as their patron of the carnival, may have brought some ill attention to them. But neither here nor there. I owe you some gold. Yes?
And a
Hey, that'd be much
shower.
appreciated. Thank you for your advice.
Yes.
Now,
I thought I should at least let you in on that. How can I help, Sir Finton?
I have one question, friend.
Yes.
That carpet, is
Yes.
that available for use?
No.
It looked mighty fine.
Absolutely not.
I think it liked me.
No, it did not.
Why
You are
not?
muddy and gross.
Oh.
Sir Torin, anything from you?
Torian kind of looks up after like tinkering with some just nearby cabinets and stuff, just kind of looking around. He's like, yes, me? What were we talking about?
Perfect. I'm very glad that you have taken this task seriously as well.
Well, nothing but the most serious for me.
Yes, absolutely. Um,
Kind of
well,
whispers over towards the other two. What was he talking about?
I'll tell you later. But
Okay, thank you.
could I get a shower? And I want to talk to Finton.
yes, there's guest quarters down at the other side of the manor. You are more than welcome to spend the night here. For the carnival shall be up at noon tomorrow, is the rumor. So
It's
please,
appreciated.
please make use of the facilities that I have to offer, and the grounds are yours for the evening.
It's
Nice
appreciated, sir.
grounds. Thank you.
You're
As
very welcome.
while Thorin and Prim get cleaned up for the evening, I can finish up business with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bye.
And she flutters out the door. That has
So
no clue where
long.
she's going. She's gonna figure out she comes.
That one is weird, isn't she?
Aye, she's a free spirit.
As well
And you
she
know
should.
fairies, they tend to jump from thought to thought.
As she
But
does.
she does make it most days much more bright and cheery.
Hope it remains that way. How can I help you, Mr. Fenton?
I was just finishing up the business with our payment and any other services you might be able to render while the other two get cleaned up for the evening.
Sure. He kind of casts his hand and it opens the door. Um, and it doesn't seem that there's like any magic to it because afterwards you see people walking through. Um,
Hmm.
there's a person, one of his servants carries a platter with 3 bags, which you assume have payment in them for your
Hmm.
service. Please take these with you. Uh, so spending money for the carnival, perhaps. Uh,
Much appreciated, sir.
absolutely. And thank you for getting my fishery back into full function, as it were.
Oi. Now I don't know how the thing got in there, so if you've got a inspector of arcane and temporal portals that you could call on, that might help. Because according to Frederick, that pit tank can only be dumped into.
Well, perhaps one of the fish had eaten something, and it got dumped
Oi,
into.
oi, I'm just saying.
I'm not
Torian's still
as
there
worried about
lurking.
it.
Torian's still there lurking around. He's like, well, um, I don't think a fish could have swallowed Steven.
I assume Stephen was fairly large at the time you guys fought him.
Yes.
Oi.
Just a little taller than
Not
Fenton
as
here.
large as your platform here that you're standing on.
I kind of looks around.
That's a little compensating. I think it was a little smaller than that.
Well, I mean, you fought him just about an hour ago, no?
Was it only an hour ago? Feels
I
like
mean, I'd assume you guys came
months.
right after.
Hey, Doran, I hold a hand up like just a second to Ranzil. Um, why don't you go help Prim find a bath? She needs help cleaning up, and you could use some yourself. Now I'll
Well,
kind of
to
turn
be
him and
honest,
walk him towards the door.
I'd like to avoid being alone with that strange one. I would just go tinker because I can see you two. I need a moment.
You would like to tinker? He says to Tor.
Torrens eyebrow raises like, ooh, yes. I like the way you say tinker.
Out in the back, there is a decrepit tower. There's some old machinations from the dwarves in there, if you would like
Torrens
to.
already gone.
Perfect.
Hey, that's a way to get rid of him too. And I'll scoop up those bags and dump them in my satchel.
Perfect. And you will be can add to that inventory 100 gold pieces for each bag,
Okay.
as well as 50 platinum pieces for each bag.
That's a lot of gold and money.
Hey. Hey, a bit of shopping money indeed, sir.
Well, you may need it, and who knows what money can buy. He kind of looks around at his obviously what is the end of his
Career.
career, right?
Aye, it does buy it a lot. Well then, sir, I have no other business to attend to with you unless you need something from me.
No,
And of
I think I
course,
will retire to my chambers for the evening as well.
then I will freshen up and bid you tomorrow.
Yes. If you guys would come down for breakfast in the morning, I would like to see you off.
Lee will see you off.
Excellent.
And I'm good DM to end it there unless you need anything.
Nope. You guys may continue about your night in the manor if you shall,
Um,
please. And he's
if
Yeah.
gone.
anyone runs into Prim in the hallway as she's trying to find the thing, maybe Torin or something like that, she's taking these little knight statues, knight suits of armors, right?
Mhm.
And she's taking off their heads, their helmets, and switching their little body parts around so that the metal doesn't fit with other things. And as she does this, she's just you hear just this hallway in the hallway, just this.
Roll me a performance check if you would.
Okay.
Yes, you are absolutely doing that. But really, like you're more making more noise than I think you are. Like it's a very clangy, clumsy mess. There's like body parts strewn all across the floor and whatnot. But you do happen to make one full uh but
Mismatched suit of
suit of
armor.
mismatched suit of armor. It's got like a leg coming out of the shoulder socket. One of its feet is a hand. Um, and then like its head is kind of like cattywampus, but it's gotten the job done for you.
Heck yeah.
Excellent. What else would you guys like to do with the evening?
Torrens checking out that tower the guy mentioned.
Perfect. It's out in the backyard. If you go out to the backyard and past to the right hand side of the map, that's the statue. That's the tower. There you go. Now you found it, Rainbow.
Sorry,
Anybody joining him,
the
or
thing's so
just Torn by
tiny I
himself?
can't even drag my character. Hold on. There we go. Perfect, thank you. I'm really zoomed out.
So, This is definitely a dilapidated tower. There's a set of stairs that go down um, to what used to be a sub basement, but it seems to have sealed off from the ruin. There's boxes and crates kind of strewn around in that room. If you'd like to make an investigation check to kind of see what you can find.
Hell yeah. There we go. Hell yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
24.
Oh yeah, 24. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're rummaging through boxes and you're just kind of scouring through them, right? Like just Ranzil said there's something to tinker with in here. I'm going to find wherever it is. Um Tons and tons of bronze pieces, huge amounts of just little bobs and ends. There's like gyros and sort of like lenses and scopes and stuff, and you get to a particular box, and within it there is sort of a uh, faint glow to the box. Um, and it's not a magical glow. It seems to be more of like a mechanical, um, like pulsing. You would equate it to magic only of the fact of that you know that it is not magic. It is something along the lines of a. It looks almost like a flame is within the glow there. And as you get closer to it, breaking things off and whatnot, you find that there is a sort of a headlamp type of a gizmo in there that seems to have turned on, and you think, well, this must be magic. Um, and so you can pick it up and do what you will with it.
Okay. So I think it must be magic, but I'm not absolutely sure. So let me cast oh wait, no, I can't because I used it that day. I can only cast one a day for this one.
If you have
Can I
a
do
once a
it? Oh,
day thing that's an actual spell, you can use a spell slot on it. You just can't do the free one.
oh, I get one free. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so I will detect magic then on it
And
just to confirm if it is
there
magic
is
or not.
no magic emanating from this.
Foo 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 foo. Then I would like to start a pinpoint investigation slash
You
hold on.
have Tinkerer's tools with you,
I
yes?
do have Tinker's tool, yes.
Use a. I assume you're going to do sort of like a dissection of whatever this is, correct?
Yeah,
Roll me a
yes.
Tinkerer's tools check.
How
You
do I
should
do that?
just
Do I just click it
should
or?
just be able to click on Tinkerer's tools, and it
Yeah, it
should
should be in
do.
your skills and tools on the
I
left
don't
side.
think I have it set up to like skills and stuff.
Oh,
I have the
You
tools
could
in
just
there,
you
but
could just roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier too.
okay. Yeah, it just shows a question mark on
Fair
proficiency.
enough.
oh, it's
So,
asking, it's querying what he uses to roll it with. So if he clicks on it, it'll ask him if you want intelligence, wisdom, strength, whatever.
Oh, it should be
uh,
intelligence, I believe. Yes.
I mean, unless you want it to be something
proficient
else.
It doesn't be dexterous for this one.
intelligence is great. Perfect. All right, 20.
All right, 20 on a Tinkerer's tools check. I'll take that. Very carefully because you don't want to break it, and it does seem a little fragile. Um, you notice that there's a switch on the back of it. Would you keep it on or will you turn it off first?
Oh, let's turn it off.
You turn off the
Or,
switch?
or, or so what Torin does is he turns it off first,
Okay.
and then he turns back on
Okay.
just to like make sure the switch is working, and then he turns it back off.
Okay. So turned off, light goes out. Turned on, light goes on. Turned off, light goes out. Um, as you get into it, um, you see one of the weirdest things you've ever seen. Um, Not any sort of magic or anything like that, but what seems to be like a very alkaline salt that is connected by a copper wire that wraps around to the lamp part, and then kind of coils itself onto what you would equate to be a crystal. And then that crystal kind of on the other side of it has another wire, but this one not copper. This one made more of a uh, dark uh, blackened metal or something. You can't quite make out what it is, and it goes back around to the backside of this, and then it hits this salty mixture. Um, it's almost like in a container that very similar to like a gel capsule. Um, that ends up being on the backside of the interior of this headlamp thing that you've kind of
So
seen.
can I
Um,
is Torn able to discern like is the light coming from the crystal and is it being powered by this like salty acid mixture or
you could try to make an assumption on that if you make an intelligence check.
just a straight saving
Yep.
throw? Oh no, just intelligence
Yep.
from the
Let's
bar
do. There's no
investigation.
mechanical, is there? I don't think there's a mechanical skill in it. 5e. How about history? Give me a history check.
Ooh, okay.
See if you have any sort of frame of reference for
14.
this. In your travels, you kind of have an idea that yes, the crystal kind of makes what the light is, makes the light. What you have kind of stumbled upon is uh, basically what happens is when you turn the switch on, um, the salts mixture spins. In a clockwise fashion. So you turn the switch, the actual mechanics of the salt, whatever it is, turns, and it connects to the copper wire on the front. When that copper wire goes around, it feels very warm to the touch. And then as it hits this crystal or whatever it is, it seems to burn away at some material on it, which creates the light. Um, and as it goes back, the you assume that whatever this black thing is that's going around to the other side is taking heat away because it is very cool as it goes around to the other side of the and connects to the end of the circuit there. So it's almost like a heating and cooling mechanism that keeps the light from overshining and overburning itself out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, is there a check or something I can do to like set this to memory or something to so that like he can understand how it's like made or printed, or is that just gonna be a RP thing?
That would probably be an RP thing. It would probably take you a couple of weeks to be able to backward make like you're talking about
Reverse
being able to
engineer.
recreate the reverse engineer this, right?
Yeah, rather than just like the entire thing itself, just the function of the heating and the cooling
Yeah,
functioning correctly.
it would probably take you a couple of weeks, knowing your skill level and whatnot, to kind of be able to understand the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But Ranzil said you're absolutely welcome to take it with you.
Cool. Yeah. He's just gonna
That was
drag
the
it.
implication is that you're able to whatever you find back there, you can tinker with and whatnot. So
Cool. He'll take that then, put it in his bag or whatever he has here. I'll
perfect.
put that. Is
For
there
sake
a
of
certain
for
title?
sake of for sake of simplicity, for now, title it as a headlamp. Okay,
Okay, cool.
so
And
that way I
then
know what it is.
just before I go though, can I do one more investigation check? Make sure I'm not missing anything.
Sure thing.
19.
Um, through your investigation check, I will say this: you find some more copper wire. You
I take
find,
it.
like I said, this is just going to be like an inventory check kind of a thing, things that you want.
Perfect.
So you just if you want it, put it in. If you don't want it, leave it out.
How much
Copper
copper
wire.
wire?
Yep, copper wire. You find what looks to be a replacement crystal for the headlamp. It's very similar structure from what you understand. You find 3 gold pieces just strewn about. Uh, Lots and lots of copper bobs and ends, little joint pieces that seem to have gone to like an animatron at one day. A little spider animatron thing, pieces of it though, nothing in complete tact. Nothing that you'd be able to make anything out of per se,
Yeah.
but you've seen similar things before. Um, Couple of torches. Like a little eyeglass thing that would come down very similar to your goggles that you have on your head, for inspecting and whatnot, and a magnifying glass. And
Mag.
that's it.
Okay. So my brain immediately went to something like what is that game called? There's like one of those games where like the magnifying glass is used to like identify objects, but so I'm just gonna ignore it though. I'm assuming it's nothing
Sure,
like that. You know what? I'll take it.
sure, take it.
And then I'll go to that will be it for me for the night, and I'll just go back to wherever I find my room and just study the thing as I before I sleep.
Sure thing. In the bed chambers, they are over. If I can ping something, hang on, let me get to the right layer. Objects and tokens, and how do I ping?
Just hold down left click.
Nope, that didn't do it. I'd
You on
probably
the
have to
right layer?
reselect. There you go.
I think I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
So
The
these
right.
are all dormitory rooms and whatnot.
Okay.
Prim and Finn, anything else from you?
As I stand there watching her perform her mischievous nature, I'll wait for her to finish getting that one suit perfectly set up, and as she's appreciating herself, cough to get her attention.
Uh, I what's up?
And I'll like, even though I'm so small, Prim is gonna like try to cover the the work that she did behind her of his mind's eye, out of his mind's eye, like just like trying
Mm-hmm.
to distract him
So,
from it.
and the suit of armor is literally 10 times your size, as you were about 6 inches tall, and the suit of armor is around 6 to 7 feet
Yeah,
tall.
she's
So,
starfishing. She's like flying around with all of her arms and like like spread in a starfish position and like going, oh,
What's up?
You saw his flip earlier, yes? When he flicked out the sword.
You mean his leg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about it?
I just want making sure that you saw that.
Yeah, I could have a sword like too, you know.
Randall, this is assuming right after your meeting.
Yeah, I
Uh,
pulled the door shut and
Randall kind of like walks through, kind of looks at you like, "What the fuck," and keeps walking.
yeah.
Like he doesn't care. He's not gonna say anything, but he's just gonna keep going.
she just smiles at him like,
He waves at you. He waves at you.
I'll wave anxiously at him.
Hmm.
I know it's your nature, Prim, but try not to do it to our host.
Do what? Anyways, I gotta go
And I'll
shower.
gesture at
And
all of it,
she just
including her.
flies into the other room really fast.
Oy. Uh, I'll follow her until we get to the dormitories, and unless anyone has anything to do with Fit and I really have nothing to do other than get rested up right now because it's the
Same.
early late evening, whatever you described it as earlier.
Yeah, like 11
Hmm.
o'clock.
At night?
Yep,
Sheesh. That's
time for
that's
bed,
Prim's
right?
Yeah.
bedtime.
Well,
she's
but
gonna
yeah, I'll go to bed.
she's gonna have this whole bed to herself, and after she showers and all that stuff, she's just gonna be rolling around in it like she was on the carpet.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Um, there are showers. They are in the kind of like if you go down these steps here, they would be right down below. It's kind of like a big lavatory. Kind of think like gym locker room kind of a deal. Do you get the idea that this is also where
How
the
about
servants sleep
like
and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
Chamber of Secrets prefix bathroom from Harry Potter?
Not quite.
Damn
Not
it.
quite like that.
That one's extravagant. I like that one.
I mean, it is extravagant. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's marble, and there's baths and showers,
Oh
and
shit.
and showers. Like I said, in this, like, it's something that is not very common, obviously, because you have to have running water for it. Um, and since he has a babbling brook behind it, he uses that energy and heats the water to get the shower to actually run. So,
Nice.
but you're able to do that and climb back into the bed if you'd like.
Sweet.
Right.
Perfect.
We're ready for breakfast then.
I just want to stay here all day. But wait, are we going to the carnival today?
You guys are still in the night, just so you know.
Oh, I thought we just woke up.
No, you have not
No,
woken
I
up yet.
just said let's get ready for breakfast then. I just did it
Oh,
in
I
character.
thought you said that.
I said it in character. That
I
was
thought you
my
said
comment
that.
too.
That was like, oh, we're in the morning now, because like you'd only say that in the morning. But okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. Scratch whatever I just said. Sorry.
You're fine. Remember, you can take your health all the way back up to full if you'd like.
Yay! And my spell sluts.
Yes.
Oh, I need a big
You guys
knowledge cheat
are
real quick.
all level 4 at this exact point. If you
Cuatro.
guys
Si, senor.
go to sleep. If you don't go to sleep, you're not level 4 just yet. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sleeping through the night.
Sleep. Torin, what are you doing?
Now he's sleeping.
Perfect.
Hey,
We have
real
a
quick,
growth spurt
guys.
to level whatever as we sleep.
Yes.
Do we get
Miss
taller?
Primrose,
Yeah.
I would
What's
like
it?
you to roll
Torin,
me
I need to do something on
a
your sheet real quick. Okay, hold on.
d20.
On Torrens? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's what it was. I'm like, oh, how did it turn into that?
Shit.
What happened? What was that?
Fantastic.
He asked me to roll a
I'll
1d20.
answer you in chat. That way the DM can continue.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys do fall into sleep. First, Finton, exhausted from the fight, falls asleep. Torin then exhaustedly falls asleep right after that. Miss Primrose, you do fall asleep. And if you would like to join me
In a private call?
in
Dun dun dun.
whispers,
Okay. All right.
even though they could just watch the stream and find out what's happening, it's
Yeah, I'm
fine.
gonna watch it to find out.
All right. Bye, guys.
Kidding, I won't.
Primrose,
Oh, I like how it changes my image to just you and me on this stream. Okay.
Miss Primrose,
I'm scared.
sleep, and sleep does find you eventually. It is kind of hard. You're having, little nightmares and little, like, like when you're falling and you feel like you're falling, like when you're falling asleep, and then you like jump up and burst awake.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to you a couple of times. Um, you do eventually fall asleep though, and you begin to dream of things. You see, you know, colors, vibrant colors at first. Whether it be pinks and purples and blues and greens, giant mushrooms kind of pop up in front of you.
Oh.
And before you know it, the colors have changed from the earth tones that you're used to vibrant pinks. The sky, instead of being blue, is orange and purple and green. Um, all around you are what seem to be similar to Earth-like plants, but um, also uh, like oversized mushrooms and undersized what look to be trees. And just houses carved into the trunks of normal sized trees, and all these sorts of weird things that are foreign to you, but yet still seem like home.
Mm.
Um, in your dream, what do you do in this landscape?
In my dream. Okay. So I say that, am I walking or flying when I start out?
It's up to you.
Okay, well, I'll start walking
Okay.
because I don't trust, she doesn't really trust flying since it seems so foreign, but also the same.
Okay.
Um, and as she's walking on the pavement or grass or whatever it is, uh,
As you
she'll go
walk,
towards the trees area where their house is.
as you walk, um, the ground kind of, like when you like throw a pebble into a pond and it like scatters.
Ripples?
It ripples, yeah. As you step, the ground kind of ripples as you walk through it.
Oh, like Kingdom Hearts.
Like Kingdom Hearts, exactly. The ground kind of ripples as you walk through it, and the not just on the ground, but it ripples up through the giant mushrooms, and it ripples up through these giant trees, but then also again these smaller faunas come around here. Um, you see in front of you now the trees that were once peaceful that had the homes carved into them. As you get closer, uh, the more orange it becomes, and then all of a sudden the darker it becomes, and the pigments change from pink and green to dark. They become more muted as you get closer to the homes and the trees and whatnot. What do you do?
Um, at this point, when she sees things are getting dark and the ripples of her feet kind of alarm her, she's just gonna
Okay.
fly straight up in a like free leg motion, trying to like kind of get away from it.
Okay. As you fly straight up, it becomes that you're also going closer to like the perspective changes so that as you would be flying upwards, you start flying forwards, closer and closer to this scene in front of you. As you get closer to the scene in front of you, um, there's fire now on the trees. The trees are on fire, and there are people screaming, "Help! Help!" The ripples now, instead of coming from your feet, they come from your wings. And instead of being like water, they're like if you could see the air fluttering off of your wings, becoming more violent and more turbulent as the faster you fly closer.
Okay.
What, what do you
Um,
do?
as she sees people screaming and flailing around and there's fire, she's gonna go immediately into like savior mode. And
Okay,
can she cast a spell? Or try to
you
at least,
you can
as in
try
her
to.
instinct. She's just gonna
Okay,
cast a normal cantrip of Druidcraft to try to create clouds to circulate like water and snow over the trees.
okay. As you go to reach for your holy symbol to
Yeah.
cast the spell, it is gone. In fact, all of your arms are gone. Not like your
What?
arms, like your physical arms, like
Yeah.
your arms and armor, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. What am I wearing?
You you are wearing, like what Tinkerbell wears. Instead of wearing, because you were in your normal getup, your normal gear.
Yeah, I usually just
Uh,
wear like a chemise and then like some armor over it.
right. You are simply wearing just like a I think like a Tinkerbell dress. Very like almost like common clothes. For like what a commoner would wear. Um, but fairy sized, obviously, and it can be whatever color you like.
Okay, it's gonna be white.
It's gonna be white. Perfect.
I'm thinking Tinkerbell's dress when she was born. Anyways, uh, as the holy symbol is gone, she's gonna rush down to one of the people screaming and be like, "Are you okay? How can I help? What's going on?"
As you get closer and closer, the screams all of a sudden silence. And as you get to the scene, flying frantically to it, the trees have burned down, and uh, the people there's similar to you, they're fairy-sized bodies that have been burned and charred, uh, unrecognizable to be what they would be. And then you hear a voice in your head. Don't be afraid.
Um, once she sees the, so she's running or flying, and then she sees the people, everything just burnt to a crisp. She'll kind of sit on her knees, next to the bodies, and puts her hands like in her lap, like almost about to cry, but she's still like shocked. And as she hears this voice, she's gonna turn around, frantically moving her head, being like,
Who's that?
You don't see anybody.
Hello?
And then you hear again. I'm with you. And the
Who?
dream ends.
and then
And you wake up.
who?
And you wake up and you say who?
Yeah, okay. Well, is it allowed who? Do I wake the others with my who?
We can go back into the gameplay and we can find out.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Spooky.
Hi, we're
Mhm.
Oh,
back.
hello. We
Hello.
weren't saying anything.
What?
Okay.
What?
He
Exactly.
was talking about how much he wants pumpkin pie.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I sure love pumpkin pie. That's me.
All right.
um uh I need both of you guys to make a quick perception check for me while you're sleeping. And I guess
Sure.
in general, do you guys sleep pretty alert or would you guys sleep pretty deep knowing where you are and whatnot?
I think my guy
Uh,
would struggle sleeping.
Struggle sleeping? Perfect. I
Yeah.
mean that makes sense for Torin because
Yeah.
Torin
yeah. Given
the circumstance.
Finn's background in living out in the wilderness and orphany stuff, he would generally be a light sleeper.
Okay.
Hey,
Perfect.
twinsies!
With those 20 perception checks, you do hear Prim wake up and say, "Who?" as she wakes up.
Who?
Torum will try to go back to sleep.
Poking one eye open. Oi, Prim,
Do
you alright?
what? What? What?
And then she kind of is a little bit apprehensive to like what's going around her. Like she's not fully waking up quite wet yet, super groggy.
Not waking up
Ooh,
wet.
that's
I
wet. Hell
accidentally
yeah.
said that. And
Gross.
then she kind of
Thought we were calling TOS
starts
earlier.
to
Yeah.
cry a little bit, like little tears down her eyes.
Audible crying or just tears run down her
Just
eye?
tears, like yeah,
Okay.
like she's just
I'm asking
shocked.
if I hear because I'm not gonna get up and see.
Yeah.
All right, Prim. If you're all right, go ahead and go back to bed.
Okay.
And lays her head back down.
And as you lay your head back down, you hear one more time what you heard in your dream. So, let's see here. That brings us to the morning. You guys are free to wake up and move about the cabin if you so please.
Cabin.
Yeah, it's a big ass cabin.
Yep. I'll get the lights going in our room, whatever candle, brazier, whatever it is
Yep.
that's in here.
Little switch turns on a gas lamp, so you might be able to do that. It's not super early. There is a little bit of sunlight peeking through the windows. You guys got a pretty early night as adventurers go, so you guys are able to get up nice and early at about 5 or 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Do a stretch, do a check.
And you guys are level 4 officially.
Hooray!
And turn to Torin. You're all right, sir. Ready to? That's what I
Yeah.
expected.
Well, I'm good.
I'll go sit flap down heavy on Prim's bed if she's still laying in it. Heavy enough that it'll bounce her since she's so tiny.
Yeah, that wakes me up.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
able to. You kind of like bounce up and then like float down because
Stay
of your
floating.
wings. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be like, oh my what? Oh, was that
What
you
are you?
talking to me last night?
I thought you might be asleep.
So you were
Uh,
saying those things to me. I didn't appreciate those things. It scared me.
saying what things, Prim? I just asked if you're all right, and you said yes, and you rolled back over, so I assumed you were talking in your sleep.
Oh, I guess I just dreamt it.
She kind of looks sad as she floats back down and sits on her knees.
I'm here for you if you need to talk about it.
Mm, maybe later. I just had a bad dream.
All right, well, bad dreams aside, I'll scoop you up and set you on my shoulder. Let's follow our noses.
To the carnival?
Oh, I am hoping for a little bit of eggs and bacon first.
Okay. Carnival eggs and bacon?
We have a few hours, Prim, a few hours.
Okay, I'll wait.
When the sun is in the top of the sky.
Oh yeah, I'll be watching
Look
it.
up our window there.
And she starts pointing at the sky.
I'm watching you.
Is Torin still rolling around in bed,
Torrin's already moving towards breakfast. He seems
following his
pretty
nose already?
excited for some sort of breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So you guys make it to the breakfast hall, which is this big round room over here,
Cool.
or big.
Bonk.
Yeah,
Nice. How do you do
fantastic.
that?
He's magic.
Selection every.
He's magic. That's how. That's the only way he knows how to do that. And Ranzel's there. I'm not going to put his token up because I lost it again. So,
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
gone. Lost in
Ranzel's
his
like,
own
Probably hit
mansion.
delete.
Wow.
and you get the impression that Ranzel's been up for like already like 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
He's just like ready to go and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. He's like, oh, so you've finally chosen to arrive.
Aye. Takes a little longer to sleep off some of that bruising and battering that happened.
He kind of like goes into his pocket and opens up a pocket watch and like puts it back. Kind of looks at you like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is still early. Um. Anyway, come eat. This may be the last time I see you guys for a while.
Where are you going? Oh wait, we're
Or
going, huh?
yeah, you're going. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, well, I hope we come back. But we can come back, right?
Maybe.
You got a lovely place here.
Do you like it?
It's okay.
She just she does like a little smug grin at him and winks.
Perfect. Before you go, I am wanting to let you know I have one of my wards going to deliver a letter back to um Master Master Madrick.
Chicken
If
Man?
you
Our old
Master
friends used to
Madrick,
call him that.
I think
He's
you're
talking
referring to
about the same one. Don't worry.
the tattoo on his under his eye. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
There was a traveling companion who departed on our way here who had a thing against chickens, so that is the nickname he chose.
Ah,
Madrick is how we addressed him. Very
fair
much
enough.
trying to cover her her lost, wandering thoughts.
Fair enough. Yes. Is there anything that you'd like me to tell him in the letter?
I just thank him for introducing us to you, grand sir, and that we are diligently doing our best to help him out.
And you could
Fair
tell
enough.
him that I miss his pumpkins. They were pretty cool.
He does have quite a patch, doesn't he?
Yeah, they tried to kill us, but it's okay.
I believe that too.
Did they try to kill you?
No. What do you
And
want? Did you expect me to? Are you? Do you see what I can do? Pumpkins don't scare me.
hmm, me too. Freaking pumpkins, right?
That is correct. Well, I shall include that in my letter. But for now, let's eat. And again, huge spread comes out. You guys are almost like used to this by now with the amount of luxury that you guys have had so far in the adventure. Um, whatever you guys would like, you're able to procure.
This feels like we're
Just
going to
ask one of the
war.
servants
I'm
and
scared.
whatnot. So, uh, anything else you guys would like to do for breakfast, or looking to just get on with it?
I want to go to the carnival.
Yeah, we know where Arena wants to go.
I know I've been throwing this bait in your face for like 6 months.
If we end it soon, you better have a fancy map. I can help you make it.
I've got nothing in particular other than potential shopping on the way or in the carnival itself, depending on where is better.
Sure. If you have nothing else for Ranzil says, "Well, my friends, best of luck on your travels, and I hope that you come back in one piece." He kind of says with a sly grin as he retires
Hi.
back to whatever Ranzil does on his days off.
Master Ansel, don't
Yes.
happen to have a spare scroll case around that I could borrow?
Uh, roll me a just roll me something. Roll me a d20.
Just a straight D20?
Just a straight d20. You're not using any skills. It's just all for chance.
Yeah.
I might have one. Do you need a scroll case?
Just in case we need to bring anything back or protect it from the elements.
I can see so. And he kind of waves to one of his servants to go fetch it, and brings it back. It's nothing fancy, nothing special.
Nope. Don't need it to be.
Just a brown, something
Hmm.
that you could put a scroll in, or parchments, or whatever. It will
Yeah,
protect it. So
perfect. Yeah, I don't need it to do anything special. Um, yeah, the only other thing I'm gonna say is, uh, I'm gonna keep my napkin with me and when we are done with breakfast.
fair enough. You can keep your napkin with you.
Perfect.
Is there anything written on your napkin?
I will investigate to check, but I have not written on it.
Okay,
I just
that's
need
what
a
I'm asking.
napkin.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
no, I
You
just
need
need a
it.
napkin.
What
Fair
even
enough.
happened to them? You got a napkin and then you had a bowl, I remember, that you used to put me in or
Hmm.
something.
No, I picked up a bowl from the inn or something that I could, or somewhere lying around that I can cover you up so that
Nice.
you can be hidden.
Basically, Finton is a hoarder, is what we've discovered. So,
Yeah.
He's an orphan.
Aw.
He had nothing.
That made it
Growing
really
up on the
sad.
street.
if you have nothing left to do with the manor or anything along those lines, Torin, anything?
Sorry, I'm having audio issues. What was that?
Anything that you would like to do before you leave the manor?
Um, I was thinking about maybe asking. Nah, he wouldn't ask. Tor wouldn't ask. Nope, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
um, while when they are we leaving the manor? You just said.
It's
Yeah,
up
we're
to you.
headed.
Did
We're done
somebody
eating and we're
escort us
headed out.
out?
Not really.
But they see us
We
leave
said
out the door.
thank you and we're leaving, unless
Yeah.
you're
I mean,
stopping.
Mr. Renzel, he waves at you and retires to his office to do
As he's
whatever he does.
waving to us,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and
Okay.
it knocks over one of the whatever is next to him as he's
As
waving.
you, okay, so I'm going to tell you this. As you
Aw.
cast Mage Hand, you see Master Renzo look where your Mage Hand
Dang
is.
it! He's
And you
too
know
mean.
that is not supposed to happen.
And then I go,
Oh, looks like you got a ghost in here. See you later. I hope you get
He
that
looks
checked.
He looks at the hand and he looks at you and he's like, he gives you the uh-huh eyes.
And then she just zips out the door, like past Fenton and Torin.
Fenton shrugs. Never a dull day.
Never a dull day. Enjoy yourselves while you can.
Oy, that's the plan. That's the plan. And yeah, we'll head out on over to the carnival.
Or shopping
Perfect.
first, you said?
Boom.
Oh my god, oh my
Whatever
god, oh
he
my
needs
god.
to say. White screen. Oh,
Oh,
there it is. Way up there for the city map.
aha. Oh, this good old guy again.
This good
Waterdeep.
old guy. This good old
This
my
good old
favorite.
guy.
My
Art.
favorite map.
Stoic
Yeah.
art should be like hung somewhere in your bathroom or something while you take a poo.
Don't hate on my map. All right.
Why? I'm
I saw this
not.
map.
I'm
You
saying you should
why
mount
you
it on
She
your
was
the
being
wall.
first thing you said is why, and then he said I'm not. So you're definitely hating on the map.
I think it's
She's gonna do it on any
beautiful.
map until you show her the carnival.
Yeah, this is a beautiful carnival.
You said you wanted to shop first, so you might need to go shopping in the town first.
For
Jesus.
size. I'm kidding.
I said I'm just gonna look for any
That's all
interesting
good. Just
stores,
jokes.
but on the way to the carnival that might happen to procure low quality, common level magic items potentially.
Sure thing. Uh, there are actually a lot of street stalls out.
Hmm.
You get the sense that because the carnival's opening today, a lot of people are trying to, make good on the extra traffic that are coming in.
Hmm.
So even more than yesterday, there is activity going on in the market stalls.
Got it.
If there is anything, let's go ahead first. Make a perception check, or let's do investigation first, or perception first. That's fine too.
Whatever. You need both.
Perception. We'll do that first.
Okay.
You can find a couple of stalls that are selling magic items.
Hmm.
I'd like you to make an Arcana check. You are also well versed enough in Arcana to know that some of these parlors are selling mere party tricks, right?
Hmm.
So like whiz poppers and
Hmm.
uh, things that will make a similar effect to a mage hand or something along those lines. So
Hmm.
like a one-off party trick.
Okay.
Um, there is one stall that you find that seems to be a little bit more adventurer-esque and a little bit more adventurer worthy.
Okay.
However, the guy running it goes and says, come on, come see my wares, mystical wares, as the carnival goes near."
Okay.
But from these wares that you see that they're a little bit more to your liking.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll go up and peruse and browse and.
Ah, there's a man with taste and glory. What do you see? What do you like? Perhaps a ring? He holds up a ring. This ring has magical properties. He sets it on the desk in front of
Hmm.
him.
Ah, and what can that do for me?
Ah, it's very magic. They say the bearer is able to see into the future.
Ah, not a fan of divination. I like to think I make my own future.
That's fair. He throws the ring aside. How about the pair of boots? And he puts the boots on there. They look very worn and very used.
Hmm.
Every
Um,
single. Sorry.
what do you say?
Oh, I thought you were done speaking. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was.
They have like a buckle that goes over the top and
Hmm.
it's like a strap that you could use to tighten them with. What about the pair of boots? Everybody needs a good pair of boots.
Mine work just fine.
Fair enough. He throws the boots out in the back. As the boots kind of like tumble backwards, they land strangely together,
Mm-hmm.
like they wouldn't separate. How about a hat? A hat that will make your mind expand. And he places a tall, pointy hat in front of you.
Not a fan of being run out of town or burned at the stake, friend.
Every
I'm looking
time.
for.
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking for more simple pleasures. Perhaps
Pleasures, you say?
even perhaps even bobs and bits that I can use to my own mean.
Well, if it's bobs and bits you're looking for pleasure, perhaps this. And he puts up a like a cloak that kind of looks like this cloak will make you irresistible to your suitors, and puts it on the desk in front of him, or the stall.
Mm-hmm.
It is very flamboyant. It is like us like just so pukey green, and it's green, and it's got like pink feathers flying off the shoulders, and
Mm-hmm.
it's 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 an eyesore.
Mm-hmm. I'll reach over, assuming that both Torin and Prim are obviously well within uh well nearby, and I'll reach over to whichever one's closest.
Uh-huh.
And look at this. I don't know who's closest.
Torin looks kind of over,
Okay.
kind of puzzled, curious, and then kind of just you hear kind of, well,
Oh, come,
it's
Jeffrey. You're
certainly a
much better at
statement.
determining what these things are. Take a look. Take a look.
Oh, can
Uh,
I? Can I investigate that?
You sure can.
Um, can I do like an Arcana check? Would that be something
You
here?
sure can. You can always do anything you want. It's just a matter of how effective it's going to be.
I
And that
rolled a
is not
2.
very effective at all. To you, it just looks like a gross green jacket with feathers coming off the shoulders.
Well, it kind of just looks like a gross green and cream jacket with feathers.
I see. Sir, you're selling me counterfeits, is what my friend Jeffrey here says.
I'm
It's
not selling a
just
counterfeit. Come here. Come here, Janessa, please. And a very attractive elven woman comes out and puts on the green and pink feather jacket, and
Mm-hmm.
goes, and he goes, "See, it makes you beautiful."
well, it seems like it would. And then, but he's kind of like grinning, um, like just like amusement rather than like actually believing it.
So what'll it be? 20 gold pieces for the jacket.
Well, Jeffrey, you take a look and tell me what you think. And I'm trying to pass off the sale to Jeffrey so that I can peruse on my own. But I wanted him distracted.
Do
So that's
you
why I engaged him.
Fair enough.
do you have anything more of the mechanical nature?
Mechanical, you say? Yes,
Less
yes, I
feathers,
do.
more machine.
He kind of like you see him fumbling below the desk for a minute. And Finton, if you want to make a investigation check while Torin
Sure.
is going through his thing, you see him fumble. You hear like cranking and clacking for a little bit, and he comes up and he has like this like little whirly like whirlamabob thing that he's like pulling a string, and it's making it whirl, and it's making like a clicking noise, and it can like spin up and spin down, and he says, "See this here, the mechanical wonder from the dwarves," and lays it on the desk.
I'm just gonna straight up investigate that shit.
Sure.
Um, with those darts. Okay, just
Yeah, with that, even with anything at all, you can tell he just fucking made it underneath the desk. Like it's not made by dwarves. It's not made by anything like from your
um,
experience. It's definitely like he found some pieces of crap and was able to craft something with a little bit of tinkering.
Thorin's eyes are going to go wide, and then he's going to drop his jaw and he's like, "Yes, sir. Do you know what this is?"
Um, yes, yes, it was found in the ancient Dwemer city of High Rise.
Sir, this is a Atmos bomb.
An
This is
Atomos
capable of
bomb.
taking out the entire city. Oh my
What?
god, door knock.
I
It's a
While he checks
bomb.
on
Just
that real
kidding.
life door
was
knock.
gonna say that FBI got there real quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
All
I rolled an 18.
right. Well, he's gone. You can peruse for a moment. There's again, it's a lot of bullshit, right? But
Yeah,
there's
totally
still
expected.
still it's definitely more. He's trying to pass some of the stuff off as adventure gear. There
Mhm.
are a couple of things that do catch your eye.
Okay.
Um, First and foremost, the boots that he threw.
Mhm.
They do seem to have some sort of property that is interesting to you.
Okay.
There's a couple of bottles that have liquid in them that are
Mhm.
not water. You kind of like pop open the tops of them, they smell them, they smell chemical smells to them, and they have alchemic smells to them. So you think
Mhm.
that they are some sort of potions.
Okay.
Um, and then there's a couple of other little mobs. There's a dagger that when you kind of like pick it up and show it in the light, it has an inscription on it, some sort of runes or inscription.
Okay.
And then there's uh, a gauntlet, but not a pair to it, just a single gauntlet that also is leather but has some uh, almost looks like bloody runes carved into the wrist.
Okay.
So
So there was the boots, the gauntlet, and sorry, I was writing
there's a dagger
dagger.
that
Okay.
has some runes when it shines in the light, and then just a menagerie of weird potions that you could take
Mhm.
with you for the right
Okay.
price.
Okie doke. I'll pick up and look at the dagger, as well as trying to get a better idea of what some of the potions might be, if that's possible.
Okay. Let's see here. You're not trained in any like alchemy or potion making, correct?
Herbalism, which you can
Okay,
make some potions with. So
sure. Go ahead and roll me an herbalism check or whatever it may be. Get with a 20. Uh there's one that smells very like medicinal herbs to you. And
hmm
you get the impression that that would be the right odor for a health potion,
hmm
particularly a greater health potion,
okay.
because it is so pungent to your nose.
hmm
There's one that has you recognize the smell because of it's used in some of the things that you're familiar with from your druid days,
hmm
but it's much more sulfuric, um, and you would recognize that smell to kind of be a poison expelling smell, right? It binds to poisons and either makes you vomit or um, prevents them from passing into your bloodstream. Uh, and then there is a uh, another potion that you don't quite recognize the smell per se, and you don't quite recognize but the color. But inside of it, you can see little fig leaves, and you know that fig leaves um, are commonly used in spells that have to do with fire
Okay.
and potions that have to do with fire. Not fig leaves. What are the fucking pine needles? That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Either way, that has to do with fire.
Yep.
Okay. I will pull the one that smells very familiar as a health potion aside, and then the dagger. Does that have any more specialness about it?
Like I said, they definitely recognize them as runes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know that a lot of magic it would be common knowledge in this world in this area that
Mm-hmm.
a lot of magic items that have magical properties have these runes carved into them as part of the
Mm-hmm.
magical imbuing process. Um, however, you cannot read them um,
Okay.
with your knowledge. You don't have any sort of like, well, what are your languages? Let me ask that first.
Primordial Sylvan Common.
Yeah, not with those.
That's fine.
You don't recognize the runes.
How,
So,
how much for the potion here? Holding up the one of greater healing that you mentioned.
oh, that would be hard to pass on that. Hard to pass. I'd have to give a pretty penny to break pots with it. Back pass. And you can just see he's kind of like, oh fuck, I'm gonna actually make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of picks it up and looks at it, shakes it next to his ear. 10 gold, and places it down on the counter.
Throw in the boots, and I give you 12.
Well, the boots, those are 20 gold by themselves.
Not in that condition. But you see, my friend here, uh, whatever Jeffrey is doing, as
Yeah.
he's digging or inspecting the Tinker Bomb thing,
Mm.
my friend here, I think, can fix them up, and he needs a new pair. So
Okay. Let's see here. 15 gold for the lot.
I won't haggle over 2 or 3 more gold. So I will extend my hand and hand him the 15 gold.
Okay, he takes it and hands you the potion, hands you the boots. They are yours.
We'll add that potion and boots to be figured out, and then also didn't see any like just generic quality crafting worthy items of like crafting magic items.
Um,
Again, I'm looking at low tier stuff. I'm not trying to make a freaking legendary thing.
there's a couple of I mean, there's a couple of okay quality inks that you might be able to scribe something with.
Hmm.
Um, but
Uh,
nothing that's like uh intense like, you
no,
know,
like gemstones or
gemstones
yeah.
or anything like
Okay,
that. You know, like
those would be more along the lines that I'm looking for is a little bit more in that
yeah,
range. So.
yeah, there's nothing like crazy. There's not really much supplies. It's
Mhm.
more like an oddities and odds and ends kind
Yeah.
of a thing.
Yep. Yep. He tried to sell a ring.
Yeah.
Didn't know if maybe there was gemstone rings that he was setting real fast before people came up.
No, no. The rings he has, they're all kind of plain bands. Some of them, like I said, there's a couple that have like they look like runes, but you can tell that they're really not runes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Somebody just copied the generic shapes and images of it. Yeah.
Yep, 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 yep. So,
Right.
anybody else here?
I don't know. Did they both take off?
I think
I'm
they might have both.
here.
All right.
Oh, okay, all right. Uh,
Jake was here, and then I think he's gone again.
okay. Well, he's doing something with this guy. I don't want to just like
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's a bomb.
yeah. There's a bomb.
I'd say
Okay.
give it like 3 more minutes.
All right, we'll give it 3 more minutes.
Yeah.
Welcome to our 3-minute break.
Yeah, I don't have a screen for BRB stuff.
Do.
We should probably do that.
I mean, we don't need to BRB.
Yeah.
Nah.
I could just take you guys through some screens here. We could go, back to the beginning of our journey.
Yeah, you can start that.
Yeah, we can go.
Retell the
Oh, look at
tale,
this! Look
master.
at look
Oh,
at
this
this
was never
small.
streamed because we accidentally forgot to post the
Oh,
recording.
well, we didn't. It was streamed. It just we
No.
didn't post the recording of it. See,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is where we met
Chicken
Magic.
Man. Oh, I mean
Yeah,
Magic.
Magic right there.
There
yeah.
he
Look at
is.
that.
Is
And
that Squidward? Oh no, that's sorry.
yeah,
There.
that's Magic. And then you have
Oh,
our old
Romp.
Romp, who
Damn, look
is
how much health we
there.
have more than them.
Yeah, look at that is crazy how fast we move through. And then we could go. Then we went from there to we
Remember,
have the
we're 3 levels
Fandolin.
higher than Romp, though.
This is like previously on. I almost said Adara. Previously on Wild Me on the Witchlight. Oh yeah, this is the town.
This
Mm-hmm.
is the town. This is
Fan
Fandolin.
Fandolin.
And then this is where you guys met the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember them.
That was a fun
yeah,
stunt.
Oh yeah, we played a prank on them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the bar that you guys met the dwarves in. Oh no,
No, this is where we met.
this is also
Out of sync. This was out of
this
sync.
is this is
A memory.
this
One
is also
shot.
the bar that you guys met the dwarves, but it is
Side
also the bar
effect.
that you guys we
All
did the one
right.
He's
shot
back.
on.
This is
He's
where we
Oh,
met
back.
he's back.
Torin.
Oh, thank
But we
God.
did
All
not
right,
stream.
we did not stream that.
It was a
Sorry,
good one though.
we were doing the best of while you were gone. All right, we're back
Oh,
in
hey.
Fandolin. Not Fandolin, Waterdeep.
Water.
Nice.
You
Deep.
said a bomb.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck. What was
he
going
said it was
on?
an Atmos bomb.
It said Torin found a thing and says it's a bomb. That's what I
That's
wrote
an
down.
Adam's bomb. You could blow up half the city with that.
I
You do not slowly set it down.
As he says this and I'm nearby, I'm just gonna scream, "Oh my god! He's selling a bomb!" And starts
Remain calm.
flying
I'm
I am
not
an
around
expert
frantically.
tinkerer. Just slowly place down
I
the bomb.
need
Performance check.
Torin and
Prim.
Primrose to make a performance check
Yeah,
for
because
me.
she's
Does
like
Primrose
running up to people,
believe it
like
though, or
freaking out. She's a trickster.
I don't have any
Can
charisma.
I,
Can I do
Please
deception?
does,
Because
please.
I'm not truthful.
as they're shouting that
I'll
there's
let
a bomb,
Torin do deception, but you're definitely doing a performance type of a thing.
as they're doing a bomb, good job. Screaming for a bomb, can I,
Can I get an advantage based on her
subtly,
performance?
Oh, so you're trying to deceive the guy, and she's performing to deceive the crowd, right?
Yeah.
So the guy's like, "What are you talking about? I made this 2 seconds ago." And then Primrose is freaking out, and then this causing other people to freak out, and your
yeah, I would
deception
like
isn't.
to, as an enhancement to Primrose's role, I would like to subtly or slyly beneath my cloak do fog clouds centered on it to make it look like it's starting to smoke.
Okay, sure
Yeah.
thing. Go
Fuck
ahead and cast that
yes.
spell for me so I can read it.
Chaos.
Create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog with a range. The sphere grows in cars. Excellent. Yeah. As you start to as Primrose, I mean, people are starting to like look over and start to freak out a little bit. The guy goes, "Well, it's not a bomb. I made it. I promise."
You made a bomb.
At that
Yeah.
moment, I would also like to try and swipe the other 2 potions that are on the counter and
Make
just
a sleight of hand.
yeah, and then just leave as the fog builds up.
Okay.
I feel like with all the extra stuff, I don't know, but yeah, I don't really know how does sleight of hand really work?
The answer is
It's all
yes.
in the
You are
roll.
able to get it.
But I'm
But you
Mhm.
are not that sneaky with it. The guy doesn't notice. But Janessa definitely looks over and is like, "Hey, you're taking," and you have one reaction here, everybody. So
Okay.
collectively decide what you're doing in about 10 seconds. So you have 5,
Wait, what does
Oh,
that reaction mean? Just like
10,
he's taking the
It's
9,
um,
8,
He's
yeah.
trying to
7.
get rid of the bomb. Go, Fenton, go!
let me. I'll take care of it. I'm an expert tinker. And then Torin jumps and puts his body on top of. I guess jump towards the guy carrying the bomb. Puts his body over it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Give me
How
10
does
seconds to
the
think. I
build up?
can't do that.
How does the buildup of the fog affect any of this?
It does. Like I said, I'm giving you one reaction here because if you guys play
Correct.
it right,
Correct.
you'll get away with it.
Well, like
Yeah.
as I'm
Uh,
saying that, I'm trying to
Oh.
run away too.
Oh,
At
okay.
that point, like being like, Vincent,
Yeah.
go! Grab the bomb, throw it out.
So collectively decide here in the next minute what the plan is, because
Gotcha.
so Primrose, you're
The
running away.
stall is just like wooden and thatch.
Yeah, just like a street vendor stall that you would find.
I would like to touch it and just ignite it via my ability to do that.
Fair
As
enough.
part of the smoke and bomb.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah, as part of
Um,
the ad of smoke and bomb.
Love that. Love
Wait,
that. Love
I'm
that.
selling that this a bomb is causing this. Like I'm telling everybody as I'm running
Yeah,
by. Like run
the
from the
crowd
bomb.
is starting to freak out now. The smoke
Mhm.
with the stall igniting on
This poor
fire.
guy's business.
I'm going to cast Thunderous Strike and then like punch the floor beneath me if there's like smoke going up everywhere to cause like sort
Okay.
of like a shock wave to happen.
Yes, you do. I need you to roll damage on that.
Oh no.
Also, are you doing it sneakily? Like, are people gonna see that?
Just
The
like
big
there's
cloud
smoke
of
around
fog.
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Um,
Commit to the
I
bit.
don't want to. Can I just do like
Also,
a like just not my non? But everything's to my battle fist. So okay, I guess I have the battle fist. It. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be hard. I'm so sorry, everything. Okay, phew. Oh,
yeah,
that's not the damage, huh?
yeah.
That's
So,
that's punching the floor.
No, you
here's
should.
what happens, guys. So,
Okay.
chaos is ensuing, right? I mean,
Fucking
Primrose is
shit.
flying around screaming, "There's a bomb! There's a bomb!" You've now effectively convinced everybody in the area that there is a bomb. You light the stall on fire as Torin goes and does the his thunder fist, and it's a loud and people around start screaming, panicking, running around. The fire catches on to the stall, and there's it just starts popping, and like you hear pop, 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 pop. You realize that the stall that you've set on fire is this, it's the stall, but also you've set the stall next to it on fire too.
Oh no.
That was had a little bit of fireworks and streamers and stuff going on there. So you start to hear people are screaming, people are running. You start running and you start running over people. There's like one guy who's like kind of has like on the ground, he looks kind of bloodied.
Holy
Yeah,
no.
it's a bad time for people here.
Oh no. Um.
Oh my god. We're so bad.
So
I
Um.
am
with
a
So
chaotic neutral character, and
We're
I'm not trying to
literally
use that as my excuse, but I am trying to
we're
explain his
literally like
actions.
my
Guardians of the
character is
Galaxy.
technically chaotic good. So there's
uh
still chaos. Chaos is good.
people are screaming. There's a child crying in the middle of the street
Oh
as you guys
no.
kind of are running away from this scene. You guys are outside of the radius of the fog now, and you guys are just with
Mhm,
the crowd, and the crowd is so dense, just running and trampling you that if you guys were to slow down, you would too be trampled
mhm.
for probably about, a good three to 7 blocks.
Except
Mhm.
for me, I'm flying.
So
People are looking towards the scene of the people who were not in that street are looking kind of towards it, like trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Um, and the rumors that you hear, like people are like, That stall vendor was starting a bomb. He was trying to sell a bomb and it went off. And there's another guy there. I think it was a tall guy with a mechanical arm who was trying to buy it. I don't know. So yeah,
I'll
that's
throw in and try to persuade the crowd that the tall guy tried to stop the bomb.
no. It was okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Roll me persuasion.
Can I help him because I'm doing the same? Oh. Okay, you're
You,
good.
don't think you need
you
help.
effectively, got that one guy's like, oh, he was trying to save us. That guy's a hero. I hope he's
Shit.
okay. Eventually, you guys do run, and the crowd starts to thin out, and the chaos kind of subsides. You still hear from down that way, pop, 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 pop. You see guards running, like charging towards there. Some of them have buckets in their hands. Um, you think you started probably a couple blocks on fire. We'll see. If they're able to get it out. Can somebody actually all three of you roll me a D100?
Why? Literally, Torin only accidentally kills people, and then he accidentally causes.
The city to go up in flames.
If it gets
Torin?
really whack, I think I would step in
1D100?
to help. But
There we go.
damn, we're all like
Damn.
friends, twins.
So the way I was going to rule how much of the city gets damaged is how far apart the spread was.
Oh shit.
So you guys all rolled within 10. So it's just a couple of stalls that got burned down. Maybe a couple of buildings got scorched. So
What
yeah,
do you
you
mean
guys
a couple? Like
just
5?
I mean, they're
couples too.
scorched. It's not like they're on fire.
Oh,
It's because
okay.
they're up against
So,
the stalls.
like the paint's
Is it a
bubbling.
polyamorous
Right.
couple? No.
Right.
Okay.
But you definitely destroyed at least 2 livelihoods that day. So good job,
So now that they're out of like the crowd chaos and stuff like that, Torin's just gonna look at the both of them and kind of like look back and just jaw drop to silence, say, "Let's never speak of this."
Of what?
I don't know what's going
Yes.
on.
Right?
Excuse me.
Yeah, should we
Um,
help?
He just keeps walking on.
Alright, let's go.
As you guys continue to walk, behind you, you kind of see a couple of guards that kind of come out with a guy on a white sheet, and he's walking. They're like running to where you guys know the medical facility is. So you guys did that too.
It's a ghost.
Yep, it is now. Anyway,
I
so
wonder who
after that
died.
whole fiasco, is there anything else that you guys would like to do in the city before going to the Witchlight Carnival?
yeah,
Um,
I'm going
Can
to.
we burn another block?
I'm gonna duck inside of either a public bathroom area, tavern building, and change out of the fancy clothes into my normal clothes.
Sure thing. You're able to do that within 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. Nothing big, just changing my appearance a little bit.
Yep, have to do that.
Oh yeah,
Sure
should
do. After
I
you
mean,
guys
I was just a
murder
reaction.
some innocent kid.
It
who's just
wasn't
excited to
us. It was
go.
the stupid crowd.
Just trying to go to the Witchlight Carnival ruined his.
I'm just laughing
honestly
at how
killed
the
him.
session took such a turn towards the end. I don't know if we're ending, but you know what I mean. Like, just like, yeah, that's so funny.
Alrighty. And without further anything else that you guys would like to do in the city?
While he's changing his clothes, I guess I will do the same. I'd probably just like try to make my appearance look different.
Okay, sure thing. What do you do to make your appearance look different?
I put my hair in, it's like my little space buns. I'll probably just like take them down, put my hair up in a bun. Like maybe if I had my other dress, I'd put that on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
Still
you
wearing my
just doing this
armor
in the
shield.
middle of this middle
No,
of
no,
this
I went
street?
with Finton.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you guys are easily able to do that. Torn, anything you're doing?
Nah, Torin's just gonna walk on, casual like.
Sure thing.
I have a lot of guilt on his face and on his conscience, but
He loves
it's
being our friend.
accidentally killing people is just sort of his pastime and just another
Like what happened with
another
the
another
monster?
pain for the books.
Oh man.
Yep.
As I'm done changing my clothes, I do inside out my cloak, and wrap up his mechanical arm in it, so it's
Okay.
opposite colors, wrapped around his mechanical arm, hiding it, and trapped it up so that it's not just changing his appearance ever so slightly.
enough.
Torin smirks and says, "Yeah, you know, it doesn't get cold."
I wasn't sure. Don't worry. I bet you that you'll feel warmer.
Well,
Let's keep going.
my own side sure do. Wait, that sounds
Alrighty.
weird.
And I take us to the carnival, just letting Torn ramble with an occasional yes,
Starts talking
Alrighty.
about like math and mechanical things.
Yeah.
And with that, on your way to the Witchlight Carnival, at
We all die.
nearly to the gates of the Witchlight Carnival, we are going to end this
Ah!
session.
Torment reanimal one more time.
All right, 2 more months till we get to the carnival.
Yeah. 6 months.
Next session, 3 months. Let's go.
God.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you anybody who's still watching for watching. And I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And next time we absolutely will get to the Witchlight
You
Carnival.
better promise.
I promise.
Thank
I
you.
promise. I promise. We will get to the Witchlight Carnival.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.